grew up
Okay.
in Bergen County,
Okay, yep.
Fair Lawn, and I live
Yeah.
down in Monmouth County now.
Okay, yeah, I'm in Ocean County. I went to IHA up in Bergen County, so yeah, we kind of have the same fact pattern there. But
Where
yeah, so I'll
where
say
do you live in Ocean County?
Mayville, Berkeley, you know, yeah.
Yep. We go sailing over there on in the bay.
What do you work any like Georgian Court or I'll be there. I'll just come for sale.
I was assistant AD at NJ Student for from 2000 to 2020. I'm still keeping the kids off now, so I'm still there. That's all. Broadcasting wise, obviously do our games. All NJC men's women's volleyball. A lot of Rutgers women's volleyball. And then, I'll move around. Like if somebody needs me, I'll do. I try to limit to a couple schools. If you're doing a lot, you already know the programs are doing it to learn one other team. Where if you're doing many teams all the time, you're constantly having to learn it. So it's a lot of work. Yeah, why have it sometimes here? It's awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Like Mike, when we bring, because I was worked AC one last year, like, all right, do at least one time. Because I'll do one here, and I'll fly out once, but maybe twice. But
6 well, it adds up. But
six, oh, of course. Flight prices right now. It's not convenient to get to.
and the nice thing where we are, you can fly out either Philly or Newark.
Yeah.
And I try to do something fun. Memorial Day event, I'm going to actually fly into Phoenix to see a ball game in Phoenix. Explore a little bit. And drive out here. It is a commitment though. I thought the jersey that was great.
Yeah, it's a good balance.
It was, all the club programs there.
You did like the atmosphere.
That's the one problem here. You don't get a lot of fans. So a little bit like the next season. But you need players to help Cali games.
I know, it's expense-wise.
So they save a lot of money. So you do a lot of college and stuff. You do I see, but I know Laura things.
Yeah. You said hi to me, so I thought, oh yeah, he's recognized. What's your name again? I'm
I
sorry.
definitely recognize you. Ira Torres.
Ira Thor, yeah.
Glad I'm not the only Jersey person here.
No, there's me,
Definitely gotta
Mike,
stick
of
together.
course.
Hello, and welcome to match number 3.
And we are here for match number 3 at Pierce Sports Center, San Bernardino, California. I'm Nick England. This is Matt Prosser, and we are here for the Chicago Untouchables, Ontario, or the Inland Empire Matadors. Both of these teams currently winless, trying to find that first W in the column.
It's going to be a big one for both sides.
What are your thoughts? We've seen both of them already this weekend. Any favorites so far?
Yeah, well, the Matadors have had a hard time trying to find sort of that right 6 or 7 players that can really put the pieces together to get that first victory. However, for the Untouchables, they've gotten a little slow start here in the season. I expect to see the Untouchables come out with some sense of urgency and really fight for their first victory of the season.
Yeah, I agree. I think that we've seen Matadors kind of continuing to put some new pieces in there. We've seen Jacob Vanderbeek make his return. Jordan Wally, number 8, having a good season. He's kind of getting used in a variety of ways, sometimes in a hard way to explain. I think he's done well, so I'd like to see him kind of stay on the court more. We saw Eric Beatty be added to the team, someone that's had a lot of success so far. On the side of Chicago Untouchables, I think the biggest name there that we're looking at is Danny Paraskovov. He has been an absolute all-star opposite for them. We'll see if he gets the start here. I know they also brought Piotr Namiotko, so we'll see if he's someone that gets any court time today. I don't think he did really yesterday.
A little bit yesterday, and also don't forget about Will Ragland, a very big role player and a key driver for the Untouchables offense. Played a little bit sparingly in the first half of yesterday's match, came in late after standing around and watching for about the first 2.5 sets, and made a little bit of a contribution, but it was difficult for him to come in off the bench against New Jersey Freedom yesterday.
Yeah, Freedom was, we saw that was supposed to be a very big matchup. We were really excited to see Freedom versus Untouchables, but I think Freedom had kind of turned a new leaf. The ball control that team is experiencing right now is an obvious indicator of why they're 4-0. So it kind of felt like it cut Untouchables' legs out a bit from underneath of them. They weren't quite ready to battle with that heat. So excited to see what the story is here today. Both teams shaking hands, and we're about to get underway.
Namioko did have a pretty good showing yesterday as well for the Untouchables. Used sparingly, not in all the time, but really number 99, Paraskovov, had a nice match at the opposite position for the Untouchables, so let's expect to see some more action from him today. Meanwhile, for the Matadors, it's really about putting all the pieces together. Let's see, the middles have to be more involved than they have been throughout the season so far. They've got the pieces, they're really just have to find the right rhythm on the court.
Yeah, this will be interesting. On the side of the Matadors, we see outside hitter number 1, Nick Ramos, formerly of the Chicago Untouchables last year, joining the Matadors this season. So he'll be starting on the outside, opposite of number 20, that's Beatty. And then we see Martin Patrice in the middle, opposite of Brett Massetti. Daniel Calvente, number 7, wearing the libero jersey. And setter number 3, Victor Vasquez, will be taking the hands for this team. On the side of the Chicago Untouchables, Piotr Namiotko will get the start on the right side. Will Ragland, number 13, on the outside. Opposite of him will be number 18, Tim Callahan. Kai Duquim, formerly of the Utah Stingers, wearing that white jersey. We'll finish that in a second, but a big swing from Ramos gets the job done. Setter will be number 19, Michael Lewis, and in the middle, number 17, Botham Liu, an NJIT product. A nice start to Ramos, who had a troublesome match the other day. Couldn't quite get it rolling the way he was hoping, but I think that same thing can be said of the majority of that Matadors team. They were struggling to get a effective, consistent offense. So hopefully Victor Vasquez returning to the lineup will assist the team.
And just like that, a service ace on his first attempt of the match. So that's a very nice start to see from the Matadors.
Yeah, attacking the seam between Callahan and Duquim. Another jump serve, this one left short. Gonna go into the tape. And that's gonna bring Callahan back now to serve. Listed at 6'2" and a quarter. The outside from Eastern Mennonite University. Swing off Duquim, kept alive, and it's gonna be free balled over into the corner, picked up by Calvente. Swing from the middle is dug, but that's gonna be a net. It appears from Botham Liu. Tim Callahan and Will Ragland, the two outsides, both products of Eastern Mennonite University. Not a name you hear talked about much, but
how about one of the stronger programs on the East Coast?
Nice kill off the overpass there. A little bit of pressure being applied from Ramos, number 1.
Yeah, so far the Matadors serving pressure has been paying off nicely, although an ace followed up by an error for the second time.
Yep. Notably, Jacob Vanderbeek still on the bench here, giving Jordan Wally another start as an opposite. He's someone that plays both sides of the pin for this team. Botham Blue with the jump serve. And that swing goes wide from Wally. Jump serve from Liu, just long. Cannot find the back line with that serve. Float serve coming in, taken by Callahan. Set to Ragland, and he flies and hammers that through the one-on-one block between him and Wally.
And that is what Will Ragland can do for the Untouchables on the left side. Comes in with a full head of steam and just hammers that ball off the block and down.
He put in a ton of work in the offseason, lost about 30 pounds, and it's really upped his athletic abilities and just rounded out his game nicely. Piotr Namiotko there misses that serve, leaves it short. Callahan, and once again Ragland battles through, and it's going to be a free ball. No, it is not coming back at all. Brett Massetti tries to roll that one over. He wants that one back for sure.
Well, you got to appreciate the effort put forth by the Matadors. However, the execution not quite there. The bump set into the middle to Massetti, not fruitful in that transition opportunity.
Serve goes long. So far, a match characterized by service errors on both sides. Beatty to Ragland. And a middle connection tries to get established early. Great swing out of the back row, and a dig by Ragland ended by a net there. It looked like Chris Paczynski, formerly of Freedom.
And Rutgers University found his way into the net that time.
Eric Beatty, Stanford University product. Targets Ragland once again. Brett Massetti leaving that right hand just not quite over the net. Piotr Namiotko able to attack that one. Squeak it by. Float serve from Paczynski. And an aggressive dump there from Victor Vasquez.
That was an athletic left-handed throw down there for Vasquez, the setter for the Matadors. Untouchables definitely not ready for that, as the blockers were nowhere in front of him.
Bit of a chaos ball. It's brought back inside the pin, but now Matadors get an attempt. Ragland picks it up. Dump goes over. Tight set. This one's got to go. But it goes just out instead. Nick Ramos off to a very strong start so far. Number one, picking up his third kill so far.
Ramos knows that he's going to be relied upon quite heavily in this match, offensively speaking, and from the inline, so carrying a lot of weight for the Matadors is Nick Ramos.
Tight pass from Ragland. Interesting play. Nice wipe and reset. And then a low swing into the tape there from Ramos. That was some impressive dexterity there from Lewis. Blocked the overpass, re-jumped, and then poked it deep into the corner, defending what could have been a very chaotic ball coming down on his side of the net. Lewis now with the jump serve, handled well. Botham Blue gets a block touch on Patrice. but Patrice swings out of bounds.
It's going to be a battle of some undersized middle attackers on both teams here. Brett Massetti coming in at about 6'5", going in against Lou, who's 6'4". A lot of height on this court right now.
One-handed set, recovered. Backside, Wally resets it off the block. Gets a second attempt. Dug by Lewis, Ragland tracks it down. Lou puts it over. Taken by Calvente. Back row swing from Beatty. Piot puts it over, tip kept alive. Patrice swings, misses the court wide. Wow, a lot of aggressive exchanges mid-rally going on two because of some tight digs, but great defense on both sides. Callahan gets a great out-of-system ball from the Matadors line, but Nick Ramos bails the team out. Gets a nice wipe off the block for kill number 4.
Yeah, Ramos off to a pretty good start. 4 kills, 1 error. And we're not even halfway through set number 1.
Getting some help in the chat. Votam appears to be correct. Not Votham. Apologies on that. Lou with the big serve, gets the ace off of Calvente, ricochets into Ramos's chest.
Now waiting to see what Lou can do offensively to help Untouchables score some points, and that's a great contribution to get their 10th point of this opening set.
Pass by Calvente, great ball. Beatty swings in, looked like a potential net there. Ragland tracks it down. Lou free balls it over, play resets. Beatty gets another attempt here, cuts that down the line, dug by Lewis. Free ball now, taken by Wally. Middle attack, Patrice ends that rally. He's had enough of it.
Martin Patrice coming through the middle in transition. Good work by him to be up early and available. Score that point and earn the side out for his side.
Patrice going very short, targeting Pachinski. Backside to Piotko. Namiotko. Piotko was a combination there of the two.
That's what happens when you bold the first and last name together.
Yeah. It honestly worked a lot more seamlessly.
It actually did. Don't worry about it. Namiotko. You can take it up with Nick later. Might be your new nickname, though.
Patrice goes short. Good pass, but Ragland now off the net. Able to bang that one in front of Ramos.
Nice adjustment by Ragland on his approach. Set was off the net, so Will had to make a couple of adjustments with his footwork, but still able to get the kill.
Yeah, definitely a good move by him there. Good recognition of where that set was headed. Namiotko's overpass finished by Ragland.
This will be a very interesting peek into the team dynamic and characteristics of the Matadors. So off to a good start early in this set, are now only up by 2. Some pressure from the inline coming from the Untouchables.
Oh, that one almost gets over the net. Instead, rejected. Didn't pay the toll.
Home court advantage for Inland Empire Matadors on that one.
Wally gets it to go his way. And Namiotko swings through. You couldn't have been more right, though. There was the home court advantage. Wally got it to go his way. It's kind of a one direction, not the other, it seems.
Who set this net up this morning?
Ragland cuts it short, catches Ramos. Be curious to see if we see Ragland getting any quick pipe sets here. The Bic attack, someone that attacks it better than most people in the league. It's probably his favorite set, actually, according to him. Great pass by Beatty. And a great swing. Number 20 down the line. Crushes that ball and takes a 16-14. That's going to be our technical timeout. We'll be right back. Back into it now. Beatty to see if he can continue this 2-point lead and maybe open it up just a little bit more. But the commercial timeout working against him there. And there's going to be a substitution. Austin Neese coming in as a serving option here for Pachinski. Neese had some impressive serving runs during event number 1.
Neese had some nice action as well yesterday. It looks a little different today. It's because he's not wearing the Chicagoland headband.
Overpass taken by Namiotko. Tip over the top, picked up. Calvente bump sets to the outside. Namiotko cannot handle the heat. Good kill there from the Matadors. Pachinski will come in and undo the sub with Neese. Serve goes just long. Michael Lewis unable to control that swing as he might hope.
Well, 2-point advantage for the Matadors here midway through set number 1, and both teams kind of feeling each other out. A nice back and forth side out battle. Not a whole lot of point scoring runs from either side so far, Nick.
DeQuim sticks a pass. There's the back row attack from Ragland we were talking about. A great run from Lewis and a connection with Ragland there.
Yeah, another one of the weapons that Will Ragland brings to his side is his ability to attack out of the middle back position. Not quite a bick on that play. It was a little bit slower in tempo, but still effective. Rare, interesting service technique utilized by
the self-toss slide.
One-footed takeoff and resulting in a service error.
Patrice, good pace, but handled well by DeQuim. Beatty off the hands, and that's going to be a tool. Made a good move, but Namiotko there getting the better of him. Lou to top spin, taken by Ramos. Wally looks for the high hands, but misses them by a significant margin. Ragland and Paczynski nowhere near that one.
Now credit to Lou with that nice jump serve to get the Matadors out of rhythm and out of system, and now we're going to have our first substitution into the match, Nick.
Vanderbeek comes in for Wally. (20 to 19), just a 1 point lead. Patrice goes short once again, targets Paczynski, but Paczynski gets the pass. Paczynski gets the kill. Huge opportunity there for number 28, taking care of business all on his own.
The old give and go right there.
Yeah.
Middle blocker pass, setter sets right back to the middle blocker, and he delivers.
That's going to bring us to 2020. And just like that, Chicago Untouchables have closed up what was a 4 point lead for the Matadors.
Even at 20s here, entering the business end of set number 1, Nick. Race to 5 points.
This is one of those drills that you'll see coaches talk about all the time. 2020 happens a lot more than you might think, and it's all about being able to dial in, be efficient, and avoid making errors at a very important part of the match. Namioko hammers the jump serve, but handled well by Calvente. Thor with his first swing not only gets a nice roll over the top, but draws the net as well. Sometimes that first swing, you got to make sure you're just seeing it all right before you hammer it. So good recognition there from Thor. Callahan with a hand pass, Ragland with the swing, turns it down the line, goes high angle. Ramos not able to come up with that dig, and some general feedback from Vanderbeek that block needs to get out further to pin.
Yeah, Ragland taking full advantage of what was basically a freeway-sized width alley for him to hit that ball down cross-court angle, but from the line side of the blocker. And we are tied at 21 points apiece, Nick.
Beatty's out of system, hits the ceiling. Calvente reads it though, and Ramos free balls it over. Reset. Ragland comes through. A near head-on collision. That was almost very bad. Duquem and Namiotko going for the cover ball, but just barely dodging each other. Beatty on a 1 point lead. Aggressive serve, aces Ragland. 23-21. Inland Empire Matadors' aggression on the service line is rewarded with a timeout.
Well, service pressure from the Matadors really paying off now at what is the most important part of set number 1. Typically that part of the set that occurs after 20th point is scored on each side. Any service ace or real point at this stage of the game is certainly fortuitous for that home team.
Yeah, it really is all about establishing advantages now and defending where you can. It's exceptionally rare to see multi-point runs happening at this point in the game. Eric Beatty, the best thing he can do right now, go back with a nice, good, confident toss and get that ball in the court. A missed serve right now would be a very unfortunate reward for the timeout called by the Chicago Untouchables. there it is. Coach's point by Untouchables coach Andrew Lee. Short float, gets the overpass. Lou throws it down.
Nice
Botan
awareness.
finds a nice bit of court there, yeah.
Nice awareness by Lou, the middle blocker for the Untouchables. And just like that, we're deadlocked at 23.
Beatty texts out with a hand pass, a dump attempt. Kept alive, Ramos paddles it over. No call on the double, play is live. Ramos hammers it high off the block. Letting the boys play out here. The reffing crew sees no reason to stop play, to influence the game. That's been the general MO here, avoiding doubles, lifts, and for the most part, it's pretty rare to see those called.
At this stage of the game, it's better that the ref not intervene and just let the guys play.
Massetti floats, targeted Callahan. Lou tries to turn that one back, over rotates and swings that one wide. And that's gonna do it here as the Ontario Matadors take it 25-23. We'll be right back shortly with set number 2. And we're getting back into the action here. Both teams retaking the court. Seeing a couple adjustments on the side of the Matadors. Brett Massetti being replaced by Ben Gabor on number 18. Jordan Wally makes his return as well. Still in that right side opposite hitter's position. On the side of the Chicago Untouchables, it looks like everything running it right back just the way it was. This is something I've always kind of not understood from the Matadors. To be blunt. They just switched up their lineup after winning, and on my read coming into this, depending on which lineup Chicago put in, I thought Chicago Untouchables had the advantage in this, and so I just don't understand why they're changing.
Well, that makes two of us, Nick. Not too sure about the strategies there. Maybe they know something we don't. A little, cloak and dagger, if you will. But let's see how they do here in set number 2. Unfortunately, that service error to get them started.
If I'm not mistaken, that's going to start us the exact same way that we started the last one there for number 3. I believe Vasquez missed the first serving attempt last time. Patrice tips over the top. Ramos blocked, covered, one-handed set. Wally throws it down, but it is corralled back into the court by Namiotko and Paczynski, who are both more than ready for that one.
Well, nice awareness by the Untouchables blocking defense. Their hands nice and high and redirect that ball back down to the floor.
Lou with a big jump serve taken well by Beatty. Wally swings that one down the line, and that's going to go wide as well.
Credit to Michael Lewis, the setter for Untouchables. Good disciplined defense that time, had his right foot on the sideline, realizing that anything over to his right hand is going to be out of bounds, and that's exactly what happened on that swing.
Yep. Getting my thumb murdered by my brilliant co-caster.
Sorry about that, partner. I was just trying to protect you.
Yeah, I was trying to do the same for you and got a worse outcome for myself.
I have been told I'm very hard-headed, not hard-handed, but you got it that time.
Serve into the antenna.
Pretty sure you hit me right on the bone there.
Good serve from Ramos, but a perfect pass. Ragland tips over the top. Good tip up. Beatty unloads. Called out. Fox in the libero jersey replacing Calvente. Makes sure that Nick Ramos does not touch that one. Another big serve by Ramos. Ragland is the bailout. Tips over the top. Picked up by Patrice. And no one able to get through him. Namiotko serves short in the net there. Martin Patrice likes that cross-court short serve. Goes a little bit deeper now, targeting Ragland. Backside Namiotko on the D-ball. Well rewarded for a great swing into the line angle side. Ragland hammers the ball just long by less than a foot. Wally with the jump serve going after Duquim. Rolled off the tape there. No defensive stop made on the side of the Matadors, and that's going to be a point for the Untouchables. Lou makes his return to the court now with Paczynski to serve. Little ricochet action, and Ramos decides to free ball that over, except for the fact that Callahan was ready and waiting. Tim Callahan wanted absolutely none of that. There's going to be a substitution. Ramos, a little unsteady in the serve receive, means that we're going to see number 5, Jimmy Montez, making his appearance here. Box targeted. A little bit of a slide approach off of 1 foot for Wally to keep that one alive. Namiotko keeps it up now. And a middle attack. Ben Kapoor unloads on the ball. That's the middle attack the Matadors have been missing so desperately. The Trinity Christian middle out of the Chicagoland NAIA area, playing against former teammate, currently on the bench, Jaco Stemma, both of the Trinity Christian Trolls. Beatty hammers the serve. Quick dump over, read by Wally. And now a chip into the corner, picked up by Ragland. Tight ball, another one, but not seen by Beatty. Little bit of a one-upsmanship there. I see you dump into the corner, and I'll show you how to do it better. Good move there by Michael Lewis. Missed serve into the net, though. A quick note on the serving status of the game heading into this. The Untouchables had 2 aces with 7 misses, and the Matadors had 2 aces with 5 misses. Untouchables, by my count, have missed 3 serves since then, so currently, I believe, 3 aces to 10 errors. Callahan passes and swings into the hard angle. Montez, the sole blocker against that, not enough size to slow it down. Beatty passes first ball. Montez high off the hands. Ragland a little late on that approach because of how far back he was, has to free ball it over. Montez now into the angle, Duquem unable to come up with it.
Montez coming in and offering up some nice support to his teammates here in set number 2.
Callahan battles with it. Ragland's the option. Ragland rips it down the line. Vasquez barely gets his hands up in front of his face. Good thing he did, because Ragland ripped that ball.
Yeah, Ragland got on that one quick, hard, and heavy. Right back, almost did get his head taken off, but not able to control it. Point goes to the Untouchables.
Botam Liu to jump serve and adds another service error to the side of the Untouchables, who are still ahead by a noticeable clip, considering how many service errors they have in fact had. Montez not getting the contact he wants there, sends that one very long. Namiotko gets a bounce off the tape, taken by Patrice. And Wally now battles off the high hands of Paczynski and Ragland.
Well, that was a good glimpse at what Wally can really do athletically on the right side for the Matadors, going high up in the air to get that ball and attacking it over the shorter blocker of Will Ragland down the line for the point.
Martin Patrice tries to go short and almost goes extraordinarily short under the net. Ragland with a big toss. Montez handles it easily. Ben Kapoor goes to Pound Town on the cutback. D-ball picked up by Wally on the tip. Gabor with a good set to the outside, and Beatty just throws that one down. Oh, that's called with a lift.
I like that call. I think it's the right one because it was from above his head and then down as opposed to just forward and a flick of the wrist. Arguments from the Matador side claiming it was one motion. Perhaps it was one motion, but it went too high to too low.
D-ball, Wally manages. Off the light, Ragland lays out, finds it, and it comes back.
This one might get replayed.
A disagreement here on whether that was over the antenna coming back. Pat Bradley on the line judge there makes the call, a little discussion being had. So that's going to be a Andrew Lee with the Untouchables is going to go ahead and challenge that the ball was not over or outside the antenna. I don't know how challengeable this really is.
Yeah, we don't really necessarily have a camera angle that's probably going to show the ball traveling over the antenna or not.
Yeah, that's...
So this will be an interesting result here.
Beatty having a bit of a discussion. Same thing I was kind of saying. I'm not sure in terms of not challengeable. He's under the impression that maybe only line calls are explicitly challengeable. Oh, well, on your screen here, you're going to be able to see exactly what's being challenged. This is the issue, is it's out of frame based on the cameras we have. Also cannot tell when it's crossing the plane of the net. This was our concern, so I don't think there's going to be anything here that allows for an irrefutable overturn of the call. Seeing if we get a better angle looking at the net cam, but I don't think that we're going to be able to tell. All right, we're going to get back into the action here after that little bit of a slowdown. Beatty now to jump serve. Very limited options. That means apologies, Callahan there. Montez gets the job done for the Matadors. Matadors reaping the rewards of that little pause there, keeping themselves composed and come back swinging. Beatty with a great serve. Once again, the D-ball is the option. Namioko tries to roll it across, but maintained. And that's going to be a massive swing there for the setter, 19, Michael Lewis, putting that one away all on his own.
Yeah, and a really good point and opportunity for him to do that.
Float serve, Fox puts it tight. Thrown over, but picked up by Ragland. Some great defense there. And now a good swing into the angle. Callahan ends that point with authority. And that's going to be a technical timeout taken at 16. We'll be right back. Heading back into it now outside of that commercial break with a 4-point lead, Chicago Untouchables. If you're just joining us, we're here in San Bernardino, California with the NVA set number 2, Chicago Untouchables taking on the Inland Empire Matadors. I'm Nick England, joined by Matt Prosser. This is the second to last match of our second event weekend here. Getting back underway. Montez hand passes. And Wally swings in the angle, but dug by Lewis. And Duquem, that ball slides through his hands. Hard to tell if he just mishandled that, or sometimes that ball gets very sweaty and very slippery, so possible option as well.
One of the reasons why I never chose to hand set, Nick, bump set, can never get called for a double contact on a bump set.
A true middle response. Appreciate that for you, Matt.
Middle blocker inside.
Great up by by Ben Gabor, saying your name now. Beatty sends it over, shut down by Patrice. We always talk about the importance of the middle blocker defense. Ben Gabor lays out there and picks that up. Athletic move for number 18. Big route, blocked down, picked up in Namioko, dug now by Gabor once again. Chiseled off Montez as the Matadors scramble to reset. Tip over the top, goes through the hands of Patrice.
Nicely played by both sides, a little extra effort to extend the rally, a self-cover there from Will Ragland out of the back row, and defense from the Matadors back row is substitution now for the Matadors back into the game is outside hitter Nick Ramos.
Beatty with a good pass. Ramos set right away, triple block, but no problem for him. Triple kill swinging into the corner. Number 1 gets the job done. Good triple block by the Untouchables, but does not yield the results they might want. Big serve, ricochets off of Callahan. Matadors now down by only 1, outscoring the Untouchables 4 points to 1 here in the last 5. Ever since that technical timeout, the tides have been changing. Huge serve, there's an ace for number 3. Victor Vasquez.
Talk about the definition of a clean ace. No touch from the passer, not even a reaction from the passer to try to get in front of that ball.
Set goes to Ragland. Nice dig by Beatty. Ramos gets another attempt, triple block. He resets. Set to Wally. Wally roll shots it over. Easy reset. Namioko out of the offensive option. Callahan tries to swing around on the D-ball, but misconnection. Now Ramos throws it through the block and wipes that off the hands of Namioko.
And the Matadors with all the momentum right now, Nick.
Timeout from the Untouchables going to the Matadors. Teams wrapping up quick chat, see if the Untouchables can maybe find out exactly what's going wrong now, as they are being massively outscored 6 points to 1 ever since that technical timeout at 16-12. Opts out of the jump serve, goes to a short float, but a nice dig. Kept alive by Duquim. Missed location on that D-ball. Beatty gets the dig, Ramos gets the set, Ramos gets the kill. Sends that one to the upper deck.
Ramos showing some heat and some power, attacking that ball, hammering it off the block and up into the second deck here. Viewer deck upstairs at Pierce Sports Complex.
Another uncontested ace. That is 2 in a very short period of time. And another ace from the Untouchables. That is both timeouts burned, trying to get Victor Vasquez off the service line. All right, Matt.
Nick, is it going to work? Or
no, I don't think so. All right, Matt, here's an interesting one for you. I don't know if you paid much attention, but there was a short 2-month season that India had their pro league back this year.
I did pay attention to that, actually.
It was just kind of a unique thing, having about 9 or 10 Americans went over and participated. Their format was 7 games that got played to 15 every single time. Didn't matter if someone won all 7 or they split. And they had some unique points, and one of them was that if you had an uncontested serve that hit the ground, it was worth 2 points.
Sure.
I think they called it a mega ace or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see a league kind of change up the standard rules.
Yeah.
And
well, it gives a little extra bonus to that serve that cannot get touched by the other side.
Yeah, it was pretty rare to see, I think, from what I was able to gather. But interesting take on, changing up some of those core rules of volleyball.
I think you see the same sort of thing going on with Athletes Unlimited, the women's professional season that they do for about 6 weeks in Texas that just finished up.
Lou with the jump serve. Ramos serving struggles continue. Wally serve swings high and wide, misses the hands, and that means that it's time that he is going to be replaced here by Vanderbeek. Lou with a big jump serve, battled with by Fox. Patrice tries to find it, gets away from him a little bit, but now he blocks Paczynski coming back. Raglan swings into 2, dug by Fox. Set to Beatty. Beatty swings into a triple block.
The Matadors players have to cover their teammates on that play, Nick. You got 2 guys watching the ball hit the ground. Have to help your teammates out that time and cover the hitter.
Great recognition of what was coming their way by the triple block there of Raglan, Paczynski, and Namiotko. Beatty with a pass. Patrice takes a swing, and Lou ricocheted out the back of the court.
Nice to see Patrice go through the middle again and score that point. His setter trusting his middle attacker.
I really like how how much the Matadors are continuing to look for the middle. Ben Gabor has done well so far. Martin Patrice scoring effectively as well. But once again, I think it maybe not necessarily that Matadors are in the home gym. I think it's when you're on that side of the court that the tape just doesn't want to send it over.
Clearly, it's the right side of the court.
Yeah.
For us here on the broadcast booth.
Yeah. And there's an untouched, uncontested ace. Big point there for Callahan. Untouchables desperately need that as they get the lead now. The momentum pendulum swings back the other way. A 1-point lead for the Untouchables. Namioko coming off the back of an uncontested ace, seeing if he's able to return with the exact same firepower and maybe open this up to a 2-point lead for the Untouchables. And he does. Back-to-back aces. Man, both of these teams are trying to call some timeouts to ISO the servers, but so far 0 for 3. I think we've had aces. Oh no, the second ace, or the second timeout against the Matadors didn't warrant the ace, but no missed serves all the same. Namioko goes off speed. Patrice swings. Duquim cannot find the dig he wants there. Once again, the Matadors' middles proved to be the answer.
Well, and a perfect pass when the pass opportunity comes for the Matadors allows them to go through the middle, score that quick pass and point.
Di Matteo coming in as a serving substitution for Patrice. Paczynski takes the set. Ragland tips over and Gabor can't find it on the way down. Very, very disciplined move there by Ragland.
Will Ragland showing the vision and court awareness to tip that ball right over the block. Really.
Patrice undoes the substitution with Di Matteo. Great pass by Beatty. He gets the swing, but he gets blocked. A big move from Paczynski. And number 19, Michael Lewis. That's going to end it 25-22 now. Chicago Untouchables evens us up at 1 apiece. We'll be right back for set number 3.
Now back to it now as some final discussions during that intermission between sets 2 and 3 as we are now deadlocked at 1 set apiece. Chicago Untouchables winning set number 2, 25-22. Nice comeback victory, being down by several points behind the service efforts of the Matadors, specifically the setter who had several untouched clean aces there in set number 2. Matadors could not manage to hang on throughout the remainder of set 2, and the Untouchables are now even here to start set number 3. No major changes to the lineups, although James Vanderbeek is back in to start this set for the Matadors. Nick Ramos also starting set number 3. The Untouchables, the usual suspects, back onto the court as Lou will get us started here, serving first.
Interesting. Pretty rare to see the middle be your first server. Maybe there's a reason.
Yeah, Lou has been having some success with his jump serve. Perhaps coaching staff wants to get a different look at some blocking matchups.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
Matadors.
I'd be curious. I was actually looking at that. Martin Patrice right now is six kills on 10 attempts. The middle for the Matadors. So maybe they're trying to get Paczynski matched up with him there. Duquem gets a one-handed stab to save that. Namioko goes for an impossible angle. Sends that one just out of bounds as Vanderbeek is more than happy to watch that one go. Vasquez continues with the serving pressure, but not enough. Paczynski puts that one in his pocket. Beautiful cutback swing there. Great connection between Lewis and Paczynski.
Yeah, that was a very nice attack. The cutback through the middle. Paczynski going to the right back position with some good authority behind that one.
Namioko.
3-meter line violation that time from the Matadors player as he came flying out of the back row for that attack. Pretty easy call for our first official.
Another big serve, good pass by Fox. Outside the option to Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek tries to roll, but Ragland corrals it back. Vanderbeek tries to go again, but that one goes into the bottom of the tape. Not the out-of-system swing he's looking for off the bench, and displeased with that swing altogether. Backs at this time. Ramos goes for the wipe once again, but this time Ragland and company were ready for it.
Ragland with a nice hang and swat. Ramos thought maybe that ball was going out of bounds, but it lands about a foot in. Will Ragland wins that battle.
Namioko's service run ends. Still a solid couple points rallied off there. Got 2 or 3 real ones. Leaving the Untouchables with a 1-point lead. Touch off the top of the block there, swinging deep into the corner. That's a very heads-up swing by Ragland. I do want to see Lewis. I think he's missing the location on some of these sets for when he goes pin to pin. I think he's backing his hitters off a little bit more than I'd like to see. I think they're handling it well, but that would be a nice little adjustment if he was able to make that. Good block touch from the Matadors. They're going to get an opportunity now. Beatty hammers hard and does not find the touch. Sends that one long. And that's going to be the Chicago Untouchables with another point as they extend their lead early here by 3.
Yeah, the Untouchables off to a great start here in set number 3.
Ragland follows up with a missed serve. Half the points so far for the Inland Empire Matadors, scored by Missed serves for the Untouchables. Namioko with the kill on the backside.
Now that was a nicely formed block by the Matadors, but Namioko taking advantage of it, going high and hard off the hands and out of bounds.
Ramos does not get the strength in his hands he would hope for on that hand pass. Gets aced, and he's replaced early. Jimmy Montez making his return, number 5. Same move we saw made in set number 2. Ramos may make his appearance in the front row later on in the set. I expect a good pass to go to Ben Gabor in the middle here. Vanderbeek gets it down on the backside, uses the outside hand to Callahan. Float serve from Vanderbeek into the net. Lewis with the float. Big swing from Beatty, and he finally gets the one he's been looking for after a couple missed executions off the outside hand there of Namioko.
Beatty, the biggest offensive hitter on the Matador side. 6'7".
Serves that one into the net. And right now, looking across the numbers, the biggest thing that stands out is that the middles are the answer. They've got to clean up the passing. They're at a 47% reception. They need to increase that substantially to see Ben Gabor getting some opportunities to swing and continuing to get Martin Patrice involved. Chicago Untouchables in transition, find Lou. And Botam scores a very important point there. Callahan's unique serve approach continuing to yield lackluster results.
Yes, I would concur with that analysis, Nick. That is a very unique serving technique that is not really paying off for him.
Quick set to the middle. Lou once again the answer. I like that the Chicago Untouchables going right back to the middle. And while they're not passing at a much higher clip than the Matadors, coming in at a 51%, there is certainly a continued effort on their side to find the middle. So expect that to be the story for both of these teams as this match continues. Ball off the ceiling, and Beatty swings. Dug by Callahan. Ragland with no approach. Swings into the corner. And a massive disagreement on where the block needed to be. Martin Patrice left solo there. As Victor Vasquez seemed like he kind of went too far out and then didn't even bother jumping. Left Beatty high and dry, middle back.
Yeah, not the most technically sound block and defense that we've seen throughout the weekend, but it's okay if you're a fan of the Untouchables because they scored the point.
Vanderbeek goes for the tip, misses the block. That one doesn't go at all. So the Matadors' right side continues to be an unanswered problem that they've got to get figured out and need some production coming their way. Lou jump serve. Jimmy Montez punches that one through the double block. Pachinski tries to get a little dig behind his back there, but just barely misses it. Vasquez leaves that one short. Now giving Namioko another opportunity. Namioko opened up with a very strong 3-serve run at the beginning of the set. See if he can duplicate some of those same successes. It's going to be a tough ball to handle. Vanderbeek off-speed cut shot. Ragland goes to Callahan, the outside-to-outside connection. Box bump sets backwards. Vanderbeek blocked back into himself. The double block of Pachinski. And Michael Lewis gets it done. We'll be right back after this technical timeout, 16-8. Heading into the second half of this set here, the Matadors have a lot of unanswered questions they're going to need to try to figure out as a team. Down by 8, their score currently doubled by the Chicago Untouchables, who continue to clean their game up by the point.
Definitely not a good look for the Matadors right now. They're in a tight spot. After winning set number 1, they haven't been able to repeat that capability of winning a set, but the missed serve there from Namioko out of the timeout definitely helps the cause a little bit.
Callahan with a good pass, gives Ragland a good opportunity there.
Now that is a pretty decent deflection off the Matador block, but Beatty not able to react quick enough. Ball up in the air.
Back set to 1, but Pachinski throws it down. Martin Patrice not quite finding the connection he would want to see with Victor Vasquez right there. And that'll be another timeout called, as things have not continued to get any better, but Chicago Untouchables looking only more awake and more in control of this match as it goes. Matt, I was a little hopeful yesterday. I think Di Matteo was having some trouble connecting with his setters, or with his hitters as the setter, and I was hopeful that Vasquez might come in and kind of shore some of that up, but maybe his connection's better, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the passing is the issue, but I don't think that this Matadors team is looking like they've made many improvements from where they were at in yesterday's match.
Yeah, it's definitely challenging times for the Matadors as we look over in their timeout huddle. Not a lot of positive reinforcement maybe really being shared. It seems like a lot of people looking at each other for some answers, and time will tell how they respond. I mean, currently down by 9 points now here. This match is set nearly away from them, and that will pretty much do it.
Big swing there from Lewis. Great serve from Ragland, gets the overpass. Ragland was someone that was constantly involved in the top 5 ace leader board last year. Drops that one short. And now Beatty able to get a swing off the block. Here comes a substitution. Serving once again is going to be Nick DiMatteo, replacing Martin Patrice. Ben Gabor back on the court. I'm very hopeful to see Ben Gabor gets involved offensively, someone that has continued to give some explosive swings and success. Ragland with a perfect pass. Paczynski swings that one wide. A nice double block formed by Beatty, and Gabor taking away a lot of Paczynski's options.
Yeah, just missing that cutback. But credit to the Matador block to force that out of bounds.
Now the dump, another in-system pass from the back line of the Untouchables. Lewis sees an option and doesn't hesitate to take it. And that's going to lead to Austin Neese making his return as a serving substitution for Paczynski. Neese's jump serve passed well. Namioko picks it up. Ragland chases it down into the wall, but not able to bring it back. Solid hustle and effort there by the Untouchables. Chicago Untouchables still with an 8-point lead. Jacob Vanderbeek to serve now. Last time he left it short in the net with a float serve, if I recall correctly. Great pass by Ragland. Callahan swings down the line. Beatty gets the high hand touch, but dug by Ragland. And there's the pick attack. Ragland ends the point on his own terms. Very, very well executed point by number 13 in the black and blue. Back set to Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek goes hard, deep line. Great kill for him. Trying to get a little bit of momentum going, and he desperately needed that kill. Beatty with a jump. Good pass by Duquem. Chiseled down the line, but Callahan can't connect. Just wide defensive discipline is rewarded there from the Matadors.
Yeah, Callahan's attack just clipping the top of the tape and then bouncing out of bounds down the line. Still a 7-point advantage for the Untouchables, though.
Nice pass by Kai. Lou is blocked, but picked up and covered by the rest of his team. Matadors takes another swing. Ben Gabor ends that one, though. A great middle set in transition. Eric Beatty once again on the back line. Duquem with a casual pass. Gets Lou involved, but Beatty gets a dig. Option is Montez in transition. Vanderbeek with the gather step, keeps it alive, rolls that one in. And Ragland is the option, has to tip that alive. The Matadors try to go to Beatty, but there's too much traffic in the middle of the court. Things get a bit jammed up. And Chicago Untouchables are able to hold the line and go up 21-15.
That was a nice side out. Well worth the effort for the Untouchables, now just several points away, 3 points away from winning set number 3.
Oh, that's a big block from Lou, squaring up to Namiotko. I hadn't seen the point register just yet. I thought it was still 21, but we're now at 23-15, 8-point lead. The sun is setting on set number 3 here as Chicago Untouchables are determined to pick up a win. Big swing blocked back. Will Ragland helping out with the middle, and Lou combined for a great defensive stop on the middle Ben Gabor. A dump attempt, recycled. Gabor goes outside. Montez looks for the high hand swing, misses the block. No touch. A discussion about a challenge. Matadors looking to challenge this. At a score of 15 to 25, 24, I'm not sure that this one makes a lot of sense unless there's an attempt to try and maybe slow down the Untouchables being on a roll. But man, this is a questionable challenge for me because I don't think it was even close to a touch personally.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the best use of your challenge. You only have 3 of them for the match. Now, if they were to get it correct, they'd get to keep it, but I think it's highly unlikely that this will get overturned.
In the chat, Las Vegas Ramblers setter Spencer Andrews providing very similar insights to some stuff that we are feeling over here on that dump attempt there from number 3. Victor Vasquez got a commit block in front of him, still trying to push his way through 2 sets of blockers. It just feels like the Matadors don't know who their answer is offensively besides the middles, but the passing can't get it there. So it's just they've got to clean up the back line passing.
They've got to clean up more than just their passing if they want to have any hopes of pulling off a match victory here this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, down by 10, that's a tale that's told in a variety of the stat columns, not just one. So we'll see how this one goes. Couple more camera angles being checked, and we're about to get an answer here. Ryan Kinney in the chat, setter for Team Freedom. I think a pretty accurate assessment of the situation. Matadors playing like a group of individuals, nothing systemic about it. That's one of those things that really differentiates what these teams can do. I mean, there's a lot of adults in the U.S. that play very competitive volleyball still and might be able to find their way onto one of these teams and train and compete. But the biggest difference really comes down to the fact that developing a team identity and being a part of that role is what really differentiates these squads. So that'll be a challenge to see if Matadors are able to adjust that coming into set number 4 as Chicago Untouchables takes a 2-1 set lead. We'll be right back for the fourth set right after this. Matt, we're getting back into this one here. Set number 4, Matadors trying to answer back after taking a 1-set lead to start it off. Now looking like a lot of the victims of the Texas Tyrants this weekend where the reverse sweep begins.
Yeah, the Matadors really up against it here. They've made a few lineup changes once again to start set number 4 here, which just continues to ask some questions on really what the personnel status is of all of their players, but we'll see if that makes any differences here. Meanwhile, for the Untouchables, once again, same 7 that has been playing the entire match, and should expect to see the Untouchables here finish this one off.
Yeah, unless something changes. Jordan Wally now returning as an outside hitter instead of a right side. Martine Patrice, someone that had been a shining point, has now been replaced by Brett Massetti. Wow, there's a big serve to start that one off. We have seen a ton of service pressure from Victor Vasquez so far.
Yeah, absolutely, and the Untouchables should be ready for it at this point in the match. I've seen him get multiple aces, especially at the beginning of every set. Still, that ball going way out of bounds off of Kaidu Kwef.
And 1-1 at the end of that run as that one is sent long. Lou tries to go cross court, maybe gets on top of that one a little too much. Brings it down, misses it in the tape. Wally targets Callahan. Namioko on the backside is dug up. Vanderbeek gets blocked back into the court. Paczynski and Ragland, that duo has been picking up blocks all day long, causing problems for the Matadors' right side.
Yeah, the Untouchables with 14 total block points throughout this match, make it 15 now after that one.
That's impressive. Ace into the corner, Beatty caught looking. Namioko is heating up once again. He's had quite a storied match on the service line so far. But leaves that one short. Untouchable is still more than happy to take that real point and see what they can do with it. Float serve from Gabor. A middle set from his knees. Wally has to free ball this one over. Untouchables in system. Goes to Ragland, who tips it over, picked up by Wally. Beatty swings into the triple block. Chicago Untouchables extend their block count to 16 here in the 4th set. Ragland gets Beatty laying out and a free ball for his efforts on the service line. Tip over the top. That one goes down. Vasquez not finding it.
A nice awareness from Tim Callahan, the outside hitter, tipping that ball right over the block and down onto the floor.
Ragland with a jump serve. Great pass. Massetti tries to get involved. Oh, Ragland turns and keeps it alive. Reset on the side of Untouchables. Vanderbeek swings and gets the tool off the solo blocker, Callahan.
You have to applaud the effort of Will Ragland, number 13 in black for the Untouchables. Diving for everything, keeping the ball in the air for his team, even though they didn't win that point. type of playing is contagious for your side and will help the momentum for sure.
Back set to Piot. Piot goes into the angle. Big kill for Namiotko. Chinsky, great pass by Beatty. Good cover by Massetti, and Vanderbeek looks to give Beatty another opportunity. Untouchables in transition. That set goes too low to the pin. Callahan, no options there. That's a well-earned point for the Matadors. Showing a little bit of heart and extending a rally there.
Yeah, an unfortunate hitting error. Not quite getting that set developed into the window that Callahan was looking for. Let's see if they're able to fix that one the next time around.
Ragland continues to be very consistent in the serving line. Beatty with a huge swing. That one gets him and the rest of the Matadors fired up. Great swing from number 20. Beatty finally bests Ragland, but Callahan tracks it down, pushed over. Callahan still trying to get back into the court, but no one there to pick up that roll shot. Wally rewarded for a bit of good court vision there. Both teams starting to pick up the hustle a bit here. We're getting some more extended rallies. Beatty continuing his service run. Great pass. And the ball's kept alive by a scrappy Chicago's movement here. Massetti tips over the top, picked up by Duquem. D-ball to Piot. Piot swings and Beatty cannot control it. Namiotko having a lot of success on that D-ball so far.
Namiotko has had a nice match all around, Nick, contributing offensively for the Untouchables.
Ooh, ace off the tape. Michael Lewis continues our trend that the tape from our right lets everything over and the tape going to the left. That's nothing past. This is the second one, but once again, the importance can't be understated of getting one real point on your service run and extending your lead. Now tied at 8 apiece. Brett Massetti to see if he's able to create a little magic here for the yellow jerseys. Double block, Gabor doesn't quite close all the way to Vasquez. Float misses wide from Callahan. He has not had a match that is, I would say, that he was aiming for with his serving so far. Callahan keeps it alive, and Duquem's gonna free ball, looking to take setter out, but it gets a good location. Vanderbeek tries to go to the line. This is that one by a lot. Vasquez wants a challenge. Everyone else in the gym either trying to convince him out of that
Yeah, they are.
And the side of the Chicago Untouchables, everyone's trying to tell him, sounds like a great idea, challenge that one, because that missed by a lot.
It did, and I was telling him, too, not to challenge as well, because from our angle, that was clearly out of bounds without a touch.
Serving errors continue on the side of the Untouchables. Coming into the fourth set, they already had 17. I believe they've added 3 more, meaning that they are sitting right around 20.
Thanks for that match class. In addition, really fast there, Nick. 20 service errors in 4 sets is definitely not acceptable, though, for the service pressure.
No, it's certainly not. But the fact that they're winning all the same is pretty interesting. You know, it tells a story about how this match is really going.
Yes, it really does.
But Ben Gabor continues to be a highlight on this team in yellow, number 18. Jordan Wally sends that one long. And Piot answers the serve with his own. Set to the middle, Gabor makes the move, unable to pull that one out as Pachensky continues his reign of terror in the mid for the Chicago Untouchables. Beatty has to tip this one over on a missed connection to the set there. Nice now in the game. Has to save that one as well. A little bit of a sloppy rally. See if Beatty can save that, and he can. Attacks down the line and gets a hold of Namiotko.
Namiotko taking a headshot right there.
Yeah. Nice off the bench, gets blocked there, resets, swings on 2. Wally finds a little punch dig, redirected by Beatty, and Austin Nice with another big swing. Beatty not able to keep that one alive. Moises Lopez enters in as a serving substitution. A little crossed up instead of going to right back. Now Matador is called for a net, having a little discussion about ball being down first. That was certainly the correct call. Well, that's going to be challenged by the Matadors. Looking to get this point overturned. If they do, that will give them the lead at 14-13 instead of being down by 1. I think this is
Not going to be overturned.
no. Again, when you're looking for a timing call, I don't even know that this is challengeable. As our team gets acquainted with the challenge options, you're looking to prove that the ball is on the ground prior to something from a different angle is occurring, and proving that is going to seem very difficult to me.
It is definitely going to be very difficult to prove that the video evidence is sufficient enough to overturn it, that the ball was clearly down prior to the net. Said his momentum just carried him.
Clear as day, the net has already occurred. That ball is still above the bottom of the tape. That's going to be the fastest challenge of the weekend. There's a record I wasn't expecting to call out based on that challenge. Thanks to our team for getting that one done efficient and keep the ball rolling here, though. Back in the action here, Moises Lopez once again going to the wrong side of the court. Piotr Namiotko keeps it alive. Some disagreement now as a big ankle sprain might have happened there for Nice. A little bit of a disagreement. Normally play is allowed to go on. However, in circumstances that injury is a concern, there is stoppage that the up ref at their discretion is allowed to stop play, which will warrant a replay.
Yes, absolutely. Player safety, the #1 priority here, and if the official deems that the play needs to stop, that's what he can do. That is exactly what just happened.
Beatty gets the set there and hammers that one in. A little bit of his pent-up emotions coming out with a big swing into the angle. 14-14 apiece. Matadors in a position to potentially steal away a set and send us to 5.
Still quite a ways to go here, Nick, in set number 4, although the Matadors with some momentum. Got to make it happen now if they do want to force a tiebreaker set.
Piotr dug by Vanderbeek, but that one goes out and wide. Too much heat on that from Namiotko. (15-14) means that at first team to 16, we will have a media timeout here. So if Untouchables finishes this one off, that will take us into a short break. Ragland swings in a back row attack dug by Fox. Beatty puts Wally in a tough position, but he's able to fix it. Now Namiotko swings D-ball dug by Vanderbeek. Another option for Wally. Wally gets a big swing into the angle. Kai Duquim bested in his defensive efforts. 15 apiece. The winner of this point will take us into a technical timeout at 16. Float serve from Massetti. Tight ball coming through, a little collision, but Chicago gets it over. Wally looks to repeat, and he does so. Number 8 finds a little bit of energy and momentum, and that's going to take us into a technical timeout. We'll be right back. The Matadors showing a little bit of fire now as they're able to string together a nice couple points, giving them the lead going to 16-15 technical timeout. Back set. Nice hammers the ball down the line. That was one of the most explosive swings we've seen. And it comes out of a man who spent the majority of the match on the bench. Warm up is no issue for 21, getting the job done.
Well, there's been a little bit of some extracurricular communication between those two players, and that time the Untouchables scoring a big point.
Beatty with a great pass. Wally with another good swing, but dug by Nice. Missed middle connection. No one home, but punched over all the same. A tip, but picked up by Ragland. And now Ragland comes back with a left-handed swing, gets the overpass, sends it off of Wally. Vanderbeek with a heroic effort. Can't get that one to go back, but definitely unwilling to let that one die.
You must applaud the effort from Vanderbeek, although that ball wasn't really pursuable since it went across inside the playing area. 17 serving 16 now. Untouchables up by 1.
Sometimes it feels good, though, when you make the effort all the same and right away you get a missed serve. Feels, you know, just kind of like that moment that you were willing to put it all on the line is rewarded. So Matadors tied at 17 now. Seeing if Vasquez, one of the best servers today, can generate a little bit of momentum, bring them back into this. Wow, hammers that one, battled off by Ragland. And he swings into the triple block, but they are no match for number 13 in black and blue. Lou with a big jump serve. Vanderbeek steps in to help out, and now he throws that one through, picked up in the back row by Nice. A high chip off the hands of Wally. Very heads-up play by Ragland. He's having a heck of a match.
He is. 2 key points right there to give the Untouchables that 2-point advantage, both being scored by Will Ragland.
Currently looking at about a plus 12 count. Ragland is having an absolute showcase today. I think they really missed him yesterday. He's someone that's kind of known for having a, you know, a very boisterous personality, loud, likes to have a lot of fun, but man, he is electric. The guys get behind his energy, and
Absolutely.
He is always willing to put it all on the line to earn the point.
Very much the spark plug to the Untouchables engine is Will Ragland.
So great to see him coming back out and having a stellar match today. One of the few familiar faces that we see returning from the Chicago Untouchables from last season. So being a mainstay here and quite an integral part. 19-17, the Matadors down by 2, forced to take that timeout. See if Lou is able to continue this run. Coach's point.
It's one thing to make a service error after a timeout, but it's another one when you just blast it into the tape and don't even give your team a chance, or the opposition to even have to think about playing it.
Miss it long. Jordan Wally. It's a nice, good serve there. Ragland skies. Calvente with a huge dig. Ragland takes the overpass. Middle is an option. Paczynski scoring effectively. Another guy that we've been saying his name all day long. Paczynski looking at about a +7 count so far.
I'd like to highlight Michael Lewis choosing to keep going after Will Ragland offensively and keeping the block of Eric Beatty out of the picture for the Matadors, as that's their second straight service error. At very untimely error.
Namiotko determined to do his best Lou impression. Feels like he's repeating the exact same location and miss on that serve. Another Paczynski, and the man goes coast to coast, this time with a power swing to the other side of the court. Gets another kill off of a great pass there from the white jersey, Kaiju Quim. And that's going to be another timeout from the Matadors, still down by 2. But this match is rapidly closing its doors. And the third missed serve in a row for the Untouchables, and yet they still have a 1-point lead, but you've got to be able to lock that one down, clutch up a little bit here. Vanderbeek just breezes that one by the top of the tape. Gets a little bit of a touch. Wally tracks it down. This one's going to go. Free ball taken by Nice. And Paczynski once again, the man in the middle, number 28, having a fantastic end at the end of this match here.
Yeah, Paczynski really taking it to the Matadors through the middle. Nice to see them get activated.
And service error number 4 in a row for the Chicago Untouchables. Only 2 servers away from completing the rarely seen, never desired 6-man in a row miss. Beatty gets the ace, 22 all, ties it up. The man that has been doing his very best to bring the Matadors along with him, rewarded with a great serve there. Handles that, but Brett Massetti gets the block that he's been looking for oh so long, and now a 1-point lead. The Inland Empire Matadors shut down the Untouchables. And a quick timeout here. Teams retaking the court now. If you're just joining us, we are here in set number 4. The Inland Empire Matadors taking on the Windy City Chicago Untouchables. Beatty with another aggressive serve. Nice is the option, and that one goes wide and out. Effective blocking coming through from the side of the Matadors. Brett Massetti's last block maybe still lingering in the head of Nice, trying to go around that. And we're at set point here to try and send this one into set number 5 if the Matadors can finish out right now. Ragland gets an overpass, wiped off the outside hands. The heads-up play by Wally. We'll be right back here in set number 5. This one's going the distance. And it is time for the final set here as the Chicago Untouchables and the Inland Empire Matadors are going to go the distance. A quick reminder with the challenges, it did not matter how many challenges each team had left. They are now at 1 challenge apiece. The same rules apply. If you challenge and get it correct, you keep that challenge. If you challenge and get it wrong, that's going to do it for you. On the side of the Matadors, not a lot of personnel changes that we can see, and by not a lot, I mean none at all. On the side of the Chicago Untouchables, they're going to run it back as well. Got a quick update between the 4th and 5th set. We saw Austin Neese replace Callahan there. Callahan strained an ab muscle, checked out, went to the trainer, got it checked out, and our resident trainer, Panayotis, said, we strongly advise you not return to the court. So we see Neese retaining his spot. Another serve short into the net. 2 missed serves to start us off. It's a race to 14 here. Jordan Wally targets Neese. Ragland gets very vertical, but the duo of Gabor and Vanderbeek ends that one in rapid succession with a massive block. Ragland feels like he's been untouchable this entire match, keeping true to the namesake. And there it is, stopped though, dead in its track by the Matadors duo. A second attempt, this time able to tool the block, and Ragland is victorious. Both teams getting a little excited, a little rowdy, a little chatty. Calm down a little bit here by R2 Steven Shepard. Namiotko passed. Beatty swings, dug by Duquem. Chaos ensues, but an opportunity from Neese in the back row. And a massive miscommunication on defensive responsibilities, and the hustle play for the Untouchables rewarded with a big point.
Well, credit to the Untouchables to move their feet and get a swing on that ball after that broken play in pursuit. Working hard to earn that point. Now 3 serving 2 here in game 5.
Back set, tough one to handle, but Vanderbeek gets a hold of it. Ragland pulls it back into the court. Paczynski dumps over the top, picked up by Fox. Outside by Beatty. Touched by Duquem, but Beatty ends that one with authority. Big swing from number 20. That was an impressive athletic save by Vanderbeek to keep that one from going wide of the pin. Miss set location there. Ragland has to just stand and keep that one alive. Vanderbeek rolls it over, and he gets a friendly bounce off the tape. Lewis unable to find the pancake. Kitchen is closed. Point for the Matadors. Dump comes through. This one's got to go. Beatty swings, covered by Gabor. Vanderbeek is the option, rolls it down the line. Kaiju Quinn reads it going elsewhere. Feels like he's got some cinder blocks, but Will Ragland's ankle is done. That's a high ankle sprain based on where he's holding it. We're going to have a little bit of a break here. Not a lot of outside hitter options left. There's a We're getting back into it. Will Ragland able to figure it out, and he's going to stay in, which is a blessing for the Untouchables. No other options on the outside. Set goes back. Piotr Namioko in a very critical moment gets the kill. There was a little discussion going on. The only options on the side of the Untouchables were either an injured Callahan or a Danny Periskavov, who is in a right side and has been sitting for 4 sets straight. Callahan tips over the top, picked up by Paczynski. Austin Neese swings, falls down. There's nobody front row. Callahan swings, dug by Namioko. Chaos ensues. Free ball opportunity taken by Fox. Set to the middle, dug by Duquim. Pick from Ragland, and the man cannot be stopped. Ankles are not a problem for him. Will Ragland will not stop. He is relentless. He continues a nice pass from the Matadors. Vanderbeek is stuffed. Austin Neese, number 21, drops the hand into the seam and shuts him down. What a block move by 21.
Wow. Nick, that's all I can say.
That was a move. Beatty pounds one through. Both these teams are finally playing the volleyball. We've waited 4 sets to see big swings, exchanging blows, and making the plays happen. Set to the outside, Neese gets the opportunity. Calvente comes off the ceiling with rapid succession. Picked up and saved by Beatty. Now a middle swing, dug by Wally. Can it be kept alive? Paczynski is the answer, putting up 4 kills in rapid succession here at the end of this match. Number 28 has been a problem for the side of the Matadors, and that's gonna bring a serving substitution in. Moises Lopez wearing number 2 to replace Paczynski. Beatty hammers it through once again. Beatty doing a nice job attacking the line hand blocker here. Lewis unable to compete with number 20. 7-7. Pass by Ragland, but only option is backside. Namioko, I don't even know if he cleared the tape or not. But either way, the double block of the Matadors, they're able to stop the onslaught of the Untouchables and gets the side swap at 8 on their own terms. 8-7, Ontario Matadors.
Well, that was a very entertaining first half of set number 5. Big swings, big blocks from both sides. This match could go either way, Nick.
It really can. I mean, we've seen both these teams give up 2- and 3-point leads late in sets, so I would not be confident with any lead at this point.
I would agree with you on that statement that, yeah, leads, we've seen them go away just as fast as they were established throughout this entire match, and it's been a long one that's been back and forth the whole time.
Eric Beatty, if he can get another point on this serving run right now, it's going to do a number for the Matadors. He catches Duquim awkward, and there it is, an ace, number 20. He has been battling as an emotional leader to get this guys fired up for the entire duration of the match, and now he is showing that he might just be the ace to get it done. Another big serve, and back-to-back aces. A huge swing there from the back line. Eric Beatty, number 20. And he gets the timeout called. 10-7, Chicago Untouchables appear to be falling apart at the wheels right now.
Yeah, everything's going the Matadors' way, especially back-to-back service aces from Beatty. Really decided to take matters into his own hands here in game number 5.
Beatty looks to continue his run, but a good timeout from Andrew Lee. That's a coach's point. 10-8 now. A great pass from the Matadors. Lewis gets the dig though. Big swing, Vanderbeek keeps it alive. Beatty keeps it even more alive. Vanderbeek launches this one, gets the distance, just not quite the accuracy. That was a great effort.
You got to applaud the effort from the Matadors. Pretty much the whole team went to that ball. Vanderbeek with a good effort to try to get it back, but just missing it outside the antenna.
Now a 2-point run though. Chicago Untouchables answering back what seemed like, once again, we said, 3 points down, 10-7 feels like a bad spot to be in, but maybe they figure it out right now. Block touch helps Ragland out. Now Neese tries to get the answer. Good dig by Fox. And a free ball by Beatty taken by Neese. Ragland slams that one down. And there's going to be a challenge, and I saw the exact same thing. I think this is going to be called back, and this is going to go to the side of the Matadors. Assuming that the camera that was tackled just moments ago is working as intended, but I happen to have a good first front row view on this one. And
yeah, I think we're going to see the
he was across the
left
line.
foot of Will Ragland did in fact make contact with that 10-foot line.
So this is a good challenge. I definitely agree. Hopefully the technology there to support. All right. Seems like confirmation's coming through. I was able to back up the stream on our side. I think even the stream shows it, so hopefully our technical team is able to get that resolved, because in this matter, my opinion matters not. Back row attack confirmed, and that is going to be a point for the Matadors. (11-9), good challenge there by the Matadors, using their one challenge in the 5th set effectively. That means they will in fact keep it, so should they need it again in the next several points, they will have it. Natasha Mills-Nales, coach for the Matadors, doing a good job for her team there. And now Massetti picking on Ragland. Puts a little icing on the cake, finds a little something special, and catches him short, getting a timeout from the Untouchables. Matadors, a little spark in their step here. Matt, I gotta say, I did not see this coming in to this set.
No, neither did I, and what a response from the Matadors coming into game number 5 here and really playing with some purpose, some fire, and gotten all the momentum on their side now.
Float serve again from Massetti. Knee swings off the outside. And that's going to be a tool for the Untouchables. Untouchables bringing in Jordan Robinson for one serve received there. The man who hasn't passed a single ball the entire match to help out anchor that serve receive line. 2 points down. Austin Neese is maybe the best serving option to get this done. Great pass by Wally. Wally is the option. Wally is the answer. For someone that started off very slow, he has continued fighting his way back in and catches a yellow card from number 8 based on the celebration. Says, my bad. Takes that one, and that's a warning. Interesting yellow card there. Damioko tries to tip over and misses that into the top of the tape. A little too cheeky, not enough power for the right side of the Untouchables. And it is now match point as the Inland Empire Matadors look to pick up their first match win of the season.
And their best server now at the inline as well.
Massive serve, Jordan Robinson fins it off. Will Ragland gonna step close on that, taken by Calvente. And there it is. Jordan Wally chops it down the line for a win at 15-10. Well, that was a exciting conclusion to a match that was very up and down. We're getting back into it. These teams are shaking hands. Matt, you know, that was kind of a knockdown drag out for a healthy portion of it, but I feel like both teams found a bit of a semblance of their own voice and way they wanted to play the game there in the 5th set.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great match played by both teams. Two very hungry clubs. They're looking for a win, and Matadors defending their home court nicely this time, and really finding a way to win after not really playing their best volleyball for a good majority of that match, really scoring those points when it mattered most.
Yeah, two different schools of thoughts here. The Matadors have been working to continue recruiting the pieces that they want to see on the court. They've been messing around with some lineups. On the side of the Chicago Untouchables, if I understand Coach Andrew Lee's approach, he's got a very large roster of individuals using almost all, if not all, of his 25 roster slots, and he's bringing a variety of players. So for the first 2 events, he wants to see what his options are and bring the best 12 to 14 guys for the second half of the season. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to pick up a match win yet, and at 0-4, you know, even here in the second event, that option might be closing.
Yeah, it's time to reevaluate that strategy, I think, for Chicago Untouchables, and really put your best 7 players out there on the floor and go with them.
Yeah.
Okay. The window to finalize your roster closes at the end of the month of May at our next event. So for the Untouchables, they need to figure that stuff out and really come up with a good game plan.
Yeah, and I wasn't really expecting to have this conversation probably until next event, but just a reminder, the way that our playoffs work, out of the 12 teams, 8 will make it. We have 4 divisions split amongst, or 4 conferences split amongst 2 divisions. And so the top seed out of each conference automatically qualifies. Now, the remaining 4 teams split between those 2 conferences, you take the top 2, which means that one of those 3 team conferences could fully be represented in the final weekend. So it's not necessarily the first and second seed, it just depends on the overall completion of your season. But 0-4 is definitely not a way to go to make a wild card run. We're gonna send it over to a sideline interview. Ira Thor, take it away.
Nick and Matt, thank you. We got our man of the match right here, the Stanford graduate. Eric Beatty has led the Inland Empire Matadors to their first win of the year. Wasn't pretty at times. You guys were down 2-1 and lost that third set badly. But what did you do to turn it around in that fourth set to allow you to come out on top today?
I mean, we knew it was all momentum. We came out hard in the first set, came up big, had 2 3-points to start that match, which was really huge. And we knew it was all serving and passing too. Our team does really well when we're in system, really well when we got some high hands on the block. But, I mean, it just came down to serving and passing. So we started a little slow in sets 2 and 3, and we realized that, recognized that, almost fought our way back in. But set 4 is when we really started up big, started that energy. Victor, our setter, he's a little sick today, and so he couldn't really produce us, and he's usually our firecracker. And so we took it upon ourselves and really got the momentum going, but just had to fight hard, and we did. So I'm happy for these guys. These guys really put up a good fight.
Well, the numbers at times weren't pretty, but what was interesting about watching the Matadors today is how scrappy this bunch is. Literally will fight for every point. What is it about that resilience that will help you guys moving forward? You still have 6 regular season matches left.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what the score is up there, no matter how far that ball is going off the court, we kind of have a motto on the team that you do not let up. So we're chasing balls, 20 feet off the court. We're fighting when we're down 25-15. And it's just the scrappiness of these guys. I mean, I came into this environment, that's the way I had it, and I'm trying my best to keep up with it. I feel like I did an okay job today. But, yeah, it's just all about not letting up. No matter how bad it looks, go for that freaking ball.
This guy in the 5th set nearly dove into the parking lot to save a ball, so you know his mentality. The Matadors needed somebody offensively who can produce. They've been up and down in that department, and, yesterday you had a fine debut, and today 11 kills. You led everybody on the Matadors, and Nick Ramos also had a nice match. But for yourself to come into this environment, obviously, you have some professional experience elsewhere. To immediately get involved, how satisfying is it to know that you truly are making a difference right away?
I love it. I love when I can have some notable impact in the game. Normally I'm just a passer. Normally I'm kind of the second outside offensively, and so it's nice to come into a system where Victor is just absolutely flowing balls. Everything's perfectly in system to the antenna. 1.5 blockers up. You got to be stupid not to get kills on those types of balls. So I'm just thankful that I got the passing behind me, got the setting behind me. It all comes out to the perfect situation where they just let me use my arm, and that's what I'm best at. So I'm excited.
And he proved that today. That's Real Talk with our man of the match, Eric Beatty. The Inland Empire Matadors in the win column for the first time this year. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much. Great to hear it from the man himself. Very confident. Love to hear the optimism that, yeah, there's things to fix, but at the very least, the team chemistry seems to be going the right way. We've got one more match heading at us right now. It's going to be the Seattle Sasquatch, currently winless themselves at 0-3, taking on the 2-1 LA Blaze. That's going to be our last match. On behalf of myself, Matt Prosser, and Ira Thor on the sideline, we'll be right back.